Hey guys, welcome to TFGoose Gaming. I'm TFGoose here with Vendetta. Say hey, Vendetta.
Yo, yo.
I haven't done that in a while. I just felt like doing it today. Never can tell what's going to happen here.
It's Wild Card Wednesday.
It's
Not real.
wacky. Whatever. Yeah, and it's not even Wednesday. Maybe it is Wednesday if you're watching this, viewer. We did this for you. I promise. No. Anyway, guys, welcome to, this is video 4 in our tourism gambling series. And we're moving right along in this, man. We're both kind of already into the nitty-gritty of making cash, in both of our cities and trying to maintain, so we're starting things off in my city here and just, getting into the basics of getting the first couple of casinos going. And right now you see me here trying to deal with a little bit of a trash issue. I forgot to place a bunch of, garages for cans and stuff for trash collection, and my population's getting a little bit higher than I standardly go. So
Retro.
oh yeah, yeah, that's fun. That's just great news.
All right, Oklahoma.
Oh, see, no,
Too soon?
Yeah, too soon, right? Oh, seriously, no, that's bad. That's way, 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 way worse than this. Mainly
Yeah,
because
your whole city would be gone.
yeah, I lost Colorful Path Park and a few small buildings. They lost, a lot more. So
City.
a city even, yeah. No, much easier to repair here, obviously. But, yeah, never a good thing when the disasters come through. But honestly, that's a pretty light one as opposed to what they could be. I hear sometimes some people lose upwards of like $500,000 worth of stuff in their cities. Something like
Yeah,
that.
I heard that too.
You heard that?
Yeah.
That happened to somebody one time?
Yeah. No, I didn't heard. I heard.
You heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to you, I think, last series. Yeah, the third video. If you want to catch that, watch watch Vendetta lose $500,000 worth of oil pipelines to a big lizard.
What's up with all those hobos in your city?
Dude, I don't know. I was trying to check that out too. I don't understand what's going on there. There's a bunch of homeless running around. There's still only 400 and something visitors in my gambling town, which I found kind of dumb. Because apparently, contrary to popular belief, like in Vegas, they live on tourism. But on my city, everybody just lives here, goes to the casino, goes broke, goes home. That's apparently what happens. I don't know. Because, I'm not hardly bringing in anybody on commuters for this stuff. Very
It's
weird.
interesting.
And yeah, look at my boat stuff. 17 riders a day on the boat. That's it. 560
That's
on the
awesome.
plane. Everything else is pulling in thousands, but nothing else. The boat and the plane stink.
I wonder, actually, I bet I know why you have a lot of hobos. You're not picking up all your garbage, and they'll eat the garbage.
Oh, and they'll just like hang around.
Yeah, they'll go to parks and take like a Happy Meal from the garbage.
Great. Yeah, that's right. I
Like
remember that.
half-eaten hamburger. Nom 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 nom.
Hey, you know what? It's going to waste. That's what they're thinking. But no, I'm trying to handle that garbage problem now. And actually, a little bit later in the video, and this happens mostly off camera because I think we switch over to your town here. But I seriously start having garbage problems because I'm filling up my reserves. The lots in the garbage area, and I start wanting to like burning it off and everything. But my incinerators, because of where the placement is, I couldn't build any more incinerators. So I end up having to do a little bit of creative design work up there where my garbage dump is. So that'll change a little bit as we go on through the series here.
Yeah. Man, you're making bank. 24,000 an hour. 25.
Yeah, 25 an hour. It's not bad. I mean, but bear in mind too, it's not like any other city like, where a trade city where you get those big influxes of cash all of a sudden that don't show up on your RCI sheet there.
Right.
Or even in your city, where you can run events, and get those big boosts. I get nothing.
Yeah.
I get nothing. All my income is right there on that sheet, and what you see down at the bottom is what my city is doing, and that's it. So, I'm happy to see that number. Of course, that's great, and I wanted it to just keep going up like crazy. But, if it starts going down, then I got big problems because I've got no other industry or anything, no other trade, to backfill that at all. So it's going to be interesting as the population goes up to see how it happens. It's already come up like 15,000 since I started talking.
Yeah, it looks like your traffic's moving along quite nicely, though. You're not really having any traffic issues like I am.
Yeah, I kept trying to monitor that, throughout this session here because I knew my population was starting to go up, and occasionally you'll see some red, show up,
Yeah.
in an area, and but it tends to vanish pretty quickly, and it's only during like rush hour times, which is pretty standard.
Yeah.
But, again, the population's going up, so I'm just really hoping that people continue to utilize that public transit and really, really, really going to test the limits of mass transit in this town. Yeah, here it is right here where I'm trying to, fumble with placement.
You're like, oh no.
Like, this stinks. Yeah, I think we'll switch over to your city here in just a sec, but I think I spend about the next 4 or 5 minutes in my city just messing around with this area up here, trying to figure out a better way to place the garbage dump.
Yeah.
And the little hill right there at the edge of that, the corner there as it flashes off screen, that's what gives me all the problems. Like, I can't place anything back there, and it's just awful. But anyway, enough about that. Flash over to your city, and you're running an event. So
Expo Center. Yeah, I decided to try the smaller one out since I didn't have quite enough tourists yet to get the big one going. And I'm already making over 100 grand. I mean, look at that.
yeah, that's what you call a nice event.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I'm pulling down 21K RCI, but then I'm also making, 100 grand plus off of an event.
Yeah, and you can run these every day. So now the big question, and what'll be really interesting to see as we go along, is in prior patches and such, it was a big issue that all of a sudden people would just stop going to expo centers and events and things like, or even casinos. They would just be running really well and making a ton of money, and then all of a sudden they just start tanking, for no reason seemingly. Traffic would be okay, and it's not like people can't get there. It's just like all of a sudden the Sims just get bored and they want to do something else.
Yeah.
And it'll be really interesting to see if that happens to us. That's kind of what I'm going for, to see if it happens. I mean, in my city, for a goal, I guess, I kind of want to get like maybe one of every casino up.
Yeah.
And see if I can make them all profitable and keep a profitable city the entire time. That's kind of what I'm shooting for a little bit. And, and here, maybe, I don't know, if you want to try and maybe get that first convention center thing that you play. Is that a convention center? What is that over there? The big one?
The Pro Stadium?
Pro Stadium. Yeah, the Pro Stadium. That's right. Maybe you get to turn that thing on and have that, be profitable would be a good, long-term goal for this city. But
yeah, absolutely.
I saw you backed up your taxes there a little bit. Were you going for trying to increase your population a little bit, or happiness, or?
Yeah, you can actually see me take a look at the data layers here. Some of the people are starting to complain that they don't have any money, so I figured I would try to kind of offset that. Since I'm making so much cash, I'm like, well, let me lower the taxes a little bit and see if that'll help. Just so I don't have to constantly like bulldoze houses and whatnot. So that was just kind of my idea behind that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually, and I might even consider doing that in my city, just since I'm doing okay on money at the moment. But it's just one of those things for me. I didn't even consider this because, yeah, I've got a few people moving out, in some areas, but it's nothing egregious yet. It hasn't become that thing where every like 3 minutes I'm bulldozing like 7 buildings or something.
Yeah.
I'll hate that if it gets there, but, and maybe I will back up the taxes if that happens. But again, since I don't have the ability to click a button like this and make 6 figures, I have to keep, my budget under control and understand also that, as the population keeps going up, I might need to put more services in place. I'm going to have to keep placing service buildings possibly to deal with that influx, of people. And that's going to end up costing more money down the line. And I don't want to drop taxes so much that it ends up impacting happiness if I have to raise them again later,
You're taking a look at that. You see like all these taxis. I don't even know where the hell they're coming from. They're just like look, they just keep coming.
Wow. Dude. Yeah.
And I'm like,
every day, what's going on? You got 230, 50 people waiting to leave. It's going up. It's going up. Dude, what the heck, man? Your airport is going bananas.
I know.
Everybody
kind of
wants
a big
to come
deal.
to your events, and nobody wants to come to see my casinos. That's what's going on, man. Everybody's going to your expo center, and they're like, well, that was cool. And they're like, hey, we could drive over there to see that casino that I see off in the distance. And people are like, nah, that's okay. We can get animal crackers on the plane. Let's just do that. That sounds better. I don't get it. I don't get it. But whatever. Sims are weird. They're gonna do. Oh yeah. Oh, so much traffic. Just gotta lay the extra runway. I see. You're just trying to rub it in.
Look at that. I got 200 people waiting. Oh, here's some more. Here they come.
Oh my gosh. And what's great is those planes are going to empty in every all, and they're all going into the expo center, right?
Well, I'm not hosting an event at the moment, so they're all actually leaving.
Oh, they're okay. Yeah, so no one's but you'll get a bunch coming in later too. That's crazy. I hope that I don't know if we get this on here and stuff, but I kind of want to know what your airline traffic is every day, like how your transit is for your airplanes.
Yeah, I put the final runway in there just so I could help alleviate that.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's working for you. It's good to see that it works. And maybe when I build a casino that's like medium and high wealth, like close to the airport, which is my plan.
Yeah.
Then maybe it'll alleviate that. You know, maybe I'll start getting a lot more traffic, you know, on the planes like I want to, you know.
Yeah. See, I'm actually having a bunch of traffic issues myself. Like I think I put too many cross sections in here. You built yours mostly out of avenues. That's what I really should have done, and I'm kind of paying the price for it now.
Yeah, you are having a little bit of an issue there. I mean, it's something you could honestly remedy. You know, you'd have to wipe out some of your cross streets, you know, or replace them with avenues a little bit, you know, but it could be done if it becomes, you know, out of hand. If it gets really bad, then you could, you know, fix it if you really needed to. But we'll check back in with you in a little bit here. We'll flip back over to my city for a little bit. Yeah, right there. Here, I just mentioned that number, 7 buildings. Yeah, but we have a few that are out of money, but there's other ones that are just abandoned, like they're waiting for people to move it. There's a building fire, so I kill that one. You know, I definitely do those. Always get the ones that are building fires, but the ones that are abandoned or for sale or something like that, I don't kill those right away because sometimes people recover or other people move in, so I don't demo it right away. But this, I was happy. You'll notice there I've got my, you know, sci-fi casino rocking. That finally did start turning a pretty nice profit, along with my 2 gambling houses, and I made my first goal, which was great. So then it comes the choice of what division to put down. So you got your entertainment, you got your gaming, and you got your lodging division. And here I make a critical error. I decided, because I like poker, essentially to go, you know, with the gaming division. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to build that cool stuff. And the problem with that is
you don't have those casinos.
None of the casinos that support those buildings exist in my city yet.
Yeah, so you essentially blew your first upgrade.
I blew my first upgrade, yeah, because what I really needed to do there was go with the lodging division and stack some rooms onto my sci-fi casino there so I could get some more people in. And here is where I'm discovering that I don't have room to put any other rooms down. And I remember that from last time. But I also can't build the top rooms. And again, there's no extra thing that I can put in, you know, based off that division for the sci-fi casino. So now my only choice is to either build more of these, you know, existing casinos, or build one of the new big flashy casinos, and where I can support those buildings and see what happens, and try to earn the next rank, which is like 300,000 in a day or something like that.
I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or anything, but you failed pretty hard right there.
Yeah, that was pretty bad fail, you know, and I had not, you know, again, I had not played a gambling city since launch, you know, and I never really messed with any of the advanced stuff because honestly, my gambling city broke. We
both had that problem.
Yeah, we both had problems there. So I hadn't messed around with this, and it's part of the reason I wanted to do it in a playthrough. And where I failed here is I should have taken the time to look it up real quick and see, you know, what I could do with the sci-fi casino, or even just check in the edit menu there. And instead, I was so excited about laying down my first thing there that I did it, and then, you know, toast. So
Fail horn.
yeah, big time there. So I'll have to remedy that situation. But you know, it's a way I can go ahead and build the next the next casino and try and add on some of that stuff. But believe me, I'll do a little bit of research on.
You're still not really slouching on money though. I mean, you got over 100,000 people, and you're making 30 grand an hour. I mean,
yeah,
your city is doing really well.
Yeah,
all
and
things
$2.5 million
considered.
in the bank. Yeah, I'm not dead by any means, but I really, really again wanted to get gambling a big part. Oh yeah, I blew up another factory over here. Yeah, that's great. Freaking, hazmat fires just drive me crazy. I don't want to build. It's like the game's telling you, build the large fire station. Oh my God, do that and start a university and do the project. It really, really wants you to do that. That's the only reason hazmat fires exist, is to tick you off so that you have to build those other things. And you know what? Screw you. No, I don't want to blow the money on that. So
I don't want them all.
Yeah, blow up the building. I don't care. We'll get other ones, And these guys want me to build a recycling center, which I'd love to do, but then you got to build a trade depot somewhere to get rid of all the crap that it produces.
Yeah.
And I just don't have, the time. And yeah, and then that guy decides to go ahead and throw out his $25,000 let's put trash all over the city reward mission. And I'm already having trash issues.
Yeah, you're struggling.
Yeah, I having some serious problems. Well, then again, this just started. This is 8 o'clock in the morning, so that red number will go up, decently. But
True.
it's still an issue, and I want to solve that problem. And you don't solve the problem by, quintupling the amount of trash that hits the city in a day. Talk about fire issues. My God. So that's going to be a thing, and plus the $25,000 reward for the mission. When you're sitting, on 2.5, 2.6 million, who cares? So here's where I'm like pausing the game out a little bit and trying to reposition my garbage dump and find a better spot. And the lay of the land here is owning me.
You look like frustrated. You're like, "Arr!"
Yeah, that little mouse jiggle was me freaking out. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? So I realize I have to place it, on what is sort of the vertical street on this angle. So
Right.
I start messing with that here, and we'll flash away from this here in just a bit and go back over to your city, but realize that I spend essentially the last part of this this segment messing with this until ultimately giving up and moving and rearranging the streets and stuff to move my garbage dump down further into the industry area. So at the beginning of the next play video, or the next Let's Play, you'll see how I ended up solving this problem.
Something interesting too, guys. I want to point out 4.0 hit today.
Ah, yeah. What's the lowdown on that?
They have re-enabled global markets, leaderboards, some of the other multi-city stuff. They've again are continuing to make improvements to the game, and
sure. Yeah, just the standard stuff. Yeah,
there's a couple other things I forget what they are off the top of my head.
But still, yeah, I mean, again, good to see that they're continuing the development and trying to give us more, of the game that we all wanted when it first launched, So we'll continue to look at that and monitor that, and hopefully, and hey, maybe we'll get.
I remember. Yeah, they gave us a brand new park in another region.
Oh well, those are good things, definitely. Yeah. I didn't even see that. This update snuck up on me big time. So that's cool. We'll have to check that out.
There's a brand new 7-city. They're all in the same cluster region to play, so that should be pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool. And yeah, I see what you mean here, where you're definitely getting some red, but I mean, I guess that's kind of to be expected somewhat in a tourist area. I mean, you're going to have a lot of people coming through. It's just, I'm sure you're wishing there was more people utilizing your mass transit is the thing.
Yeah, that's really what's ticking me off, is I'm not getting as much mass transit utilization as I want, and it's just not working as well as I'd like. And so, the result is I have a lot of traffic, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's just something you're going to have to continually work on here, and maybe think about doing a little bit of redesign on your streets, which is possible. I mean, once you get like a nice cushion of cash, I mean, and you're sitting, 20,000 RCI, still, at almost 100,000 people as well, and again, you're able to run events and pull in 6 figures off that, so you could do a little bit of redesign here, lay some avenues and stuff, and spend some of that capital to maybe try and solve some of this, or put in another streetcar station or something, or, you know, something of that nature.
Yeah.
You know, I think maybe the problem is you are getting a lot of people coming in on planes.
Yeah.
You know, and when all those people come in on planes, they all, you know, want to jump in a taxi or a limo or something and be taken around the city.
I have some nice commercial avenues here too, like that big avenue you just saw me lay down by my high school. That's all commercial because I wanted to try to get some more commercial zone, make some more money, and that's working out well. My landmarks are making tons of money.
See, that's sick too, because I know on one other playthrough where I tried to put in some landmarks as well, it seemed like some of them were really good, and some of them I had literally no one show up.
Yeah.
And I mean nobody, not a soul. It was just sitting there just eating money every hour. Just, oh, you're just running this. Here it is, you know. But like, yeah, your statue there is pulling in cash, and you got a couple of the other landmarks in there that are doing well. So, and those are actually showing in your RCI, right? Or on your standard budget panel?
Yep. And if you look right there at the bottom right, that's kind of the tourism overlay. They've actually added that recently. That wasn't always there, but that's a nice little statistic of how many tourists I have, how much money I'm making.
Yeah, they've got something similar on the on when you're looking at gambling, which is nice, and it's good. And you can even tell the number of people that are trying to stay in your casinos, like number of visitors in the casinos. It'll show you how many people are in the casino versus how many people you can lodge in the casino. And of course, you want those numbers to be pretty similar, because you don't want to have way too many people coming in and then they leave because they can't stay there. That's awful. You know, that's
you're just losing money at that point.
Exactly. Yeah, it's money walking out the door, because unlike people in real life, you know, Sims will just stay there till they're broke if you let them. You know.
Yeah.
They'll spend all their cash and then they'll leave. You know, they don't even exercise the option to leave early unless they don't have somewhere to stay and it gets late or whatever and they want to go home or sleep. So that's basically the deal there. So I'll be working on that too. But again, I need that stupid lodging division too.
Yeah, and hey guys, don't forget to check us out on Twitter, TFGoose Gaming.
Yes, definitely. Here is, yeah, in the last, we're winding down here last, you know, minute or two of this segment. So definitely, guys, keep checking on that. Those numbers are starting to go up for us, and we appreciate that. And we definitely tweet out to you guys when things are happening here. And we still got a copy of Starbound to give away too. So get those numbers up there. And speaking of Starbound, I think we'll probably go and put a link for it on the end of the video here. But if you caught us last time, we gave you a little promo of an interview that we were going to do with the community manager, Maligos, from the Starbound development team. And we got that done and up this week. So if you haven't seen those videos, definitely check that out. I think we had a really fun conversation. Molly was awesome.
Yeah, Molly was amazing.
Yeah, so we had a really good time talking with her and learning a little bit more about her background and the rest of the guys and gals at Chucklefish, and of course Starbound itself. So take a look-see at that if that's your interest, or if you don't know anything about the game, then check out our other videos and stuff on that subject, because it's going to saturate this channel pretty crazily when it comes out. But of course, for now, we're continuing to bring you guys more SimCity coverage, and we still got our eyes on the Terraria update. We still want to put out some content for that as well and investigate that, but really it's going to kind of depend on, you know, the release of Starbound. Whenever that comes, when we get our grubby hands on that, pretty much that's going to stop it. Everything's going to stop for that for a little while. So, but that's about it, guys. So that's the end of part 4 here. Vendetta, anything else to add?
Nope, that's it.
All right, guys. Be on the lookout for part 5 coming soon, and let us know what you think. Take a look at us on Twitter and check out those other videos, and we'll see you guys soon, guys. Thanks a lot.